All right, guys, welcome to Two Dudes Tell the Truth.
I'm one dude.
I'm the second dude. All right. You know, let's start off. Leaving Neverland. You saw it, right?
I did. I watched Leaving Neverland.
What the hell was that all about? You believe him?
Well, do I believe that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they were jerking off together. You know, hanging out. He probably said he showed him how to jerk off. I think absolutely he did. He was probably like, "Hey, Jimmy, look at this. Tug on this, and this is what happens." And Jimmy was like, "Wow, that feels amazing, Michael."
Wow, Michael. It was, "Hey, Jimmy, we're best friends, right?"
Yeah.
Well, let me show you a little secret best friend handshake.
There you go.
You know,
all best friends do this.
Yeah, this is what friends do. I tug you, you tug me. ABC 1, 2, 3.
I bet it was pretty, a lot like that actually.
You know what I don't get is this, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with this, but the guys on there seemed like they liked it, and now, yeah, right. I mean, they had no problem with it. I mean, one kid was, "I jerked off so much, my pee-pee got all swollen."
Right.
You know?
They loved it. They were having a great time.
And I mean,
with Michael Jackson. I mean, I think if I was around, grade school or whatever it was around that time. I don't know if they were going to school, but if I was going to school saying like, "Hey, guess what I did this weekend?
What?
I got sucked off by Michael Jackson." Ooh, I would have been loving it. I mean, it would have been great.
Right? And they trained. He said there was drills. "Okay, Jimmy, we gotta practice, Jimmy. Because this is guy stuff, but if your mama finds out, it will be bad for both of us. So let's run drill number 17-2. Hey, okay? Go! And they had drills.
Yeah. They were running drills. I mean, the guy's a professional. What do you want from him? I mean, you've seen him on stage.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's a perfectionist.
He's a perfectionist.
I mean, the drills alone.
You got to respect that.
Probably wore out little Jimmy.
I'm sure the sex was choreographed just like his shows, which I got to respect that.
And I don't know how much money they got, but shit, sign me up.
Well, there you go. That's the point.
We don't have the luck.
You're in elementary school. Some guys have all the luck, Mike.
Right.
If you're able to go to school and say, "I got blown by Michael Jackson," your family's, living high on the hog, you're living the dream, you're going to Paris, you're jerking off all over each other, and you get a bunch of money from it, I don't see what the problem is. The problem with the Leaving Neverland is that they treated it like it was something bad. If they were like, "Hey, check this out, this was a fantastic part of my life," and they did it, I would actually like to think I was a little turned off that they made it such a negative.
Yeah, I'm a sucker for jacking off for free all these years.
Right.
Yeah.
To Michael Jackson. Or in my bedroom. You know what I mean?
Right?
Jeez.
Watching Thriller and shit. It's just ridiculous. Not only did they get jerked off, okay, they learned how to moonwalk. He perfected his little dance moves.
They showed him how to move. Those kids were dancing their asses off.
And it looked like, I'm not going to say, but that kid looked jealous when Michael started dancing with all the other kids.
Right.
So, "Michael, what are you doing?" "Nothing, Jimmy. I'm just dancing with this little Kevin over here. We're still best friends, but sometimes best friends gotta branch out.
Right.
Maybe I'll jerk him off, you jerk me off."
And it didn't sound like those kids were like abused. I don't think he was like plugging them in the butt. I mean, he was like maybe tossing their salad and they were jerking off. He was like, "Hey, lick my nipples while I jerk off, Jimmy." And like, big deal, right? Lick a nipple.
It's probably very smooth.
It wasn't very smooth nipple, right? Smooth nippler.
Smooth nippler.
That was smooth. But I don't think it was like some big thing. They didn't get their butts pounded out, and I don't really see the big deal.
Speaking of butts getting pounded out, did I tell you that the other day I won tickets to New Kids on the Block on the radio? On the radio, New Kids on the Block.
Somebody winning.
That was me, right there.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Well done.
And I am gonna sell them.
Wow, you're letting them go.
Primo tickets, $80 for the set. Okay, it's in Las Vegas, Mandalay Bay Event Center. Doors open at 6:30, May 25th. Show starts at 8. Okay,
Starts at 8. Mandalay Bay Event Center.
$80.
Get them while they're hot, kids. Get them while they're available.
$80. New Kids on the Block.
Wow.
You want to pull some strange? Look, you're a single guy right now watching us. Go to a New Kids on the Block concert. Especially if you're a little bit younger, maybe you're 20. Go meet some ladies that are in their mid-30s and 40s.
Some nice older lady can teach you a few things, kind of like a Michael Jackson situation. So you show you some fun stuff. I don't know.
They're hounding for a pounding.
Right. They sure are.
You know, I'm married, so I can't go. Russ is married too, but I'm telling you, and if you're gay, probably gonna be some gay dudes there too.
There's absolutely gonna be a lot of men who
Jordan and his brother Jonathan's gay, so backstage maybe, VIP maybe, get on the list.
Maybe they like you and pick you out the crowd. I mean, you
Tickle
saw
the
Leaving Neverland, didn't you? Pull you up
Right.
on stage, make you feel dangerous but safe at the same time. You know, I don't know.
Right?
Sounds like a
So,
good time.
You know, I mean, shit. But anyways, you want to buy them? Put a comment down there. They're yours.
The tickets, right?
$80.
$80 for the pair.
$80 for the pair.
Not to completely go. Well, we'll touch on Neverland again, kind of how Michael touched on Jimmy again. But I wanted to talk to. I know this isn't your favorite story, but R. Kelly. Obviously, we saw him in the news. Kind of. I mean, well, what did you think about it, Michael? I know you don't have.
I would have done the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, look, I've never had the chance to pee on a 14-year-old or have 7. Would I? I don't know. You know, a lot of people say like, "Oh, I would never do that." Have you ever gotten the chance?
I'm not on a 14-year-old. I've never peed on a 14-year-old. No, but I would imagine that it's probably amazing.
And I can tell you, if I did do it and I was on the news channel, I would have done the same thing he did. I would try to turn it around, show fake passion, start flipping out. I would have done the same thing. And classic lies. It was a good attempt. It's almost like a Hail Mary attempt because he knows he's.
It was a Hail Mary attempt. I would have probably tried to form better sentences, and not sound like I was singing and
They
crying
lying
at the
on
same
you?
time. They lying on me. They lying on me. I don't know if he was talking about the 14-year-old girls were lying on him. I don't know what he was saying there, but yeah, really, really crazy R. Kelly, man. That's a sign of a desperate man right there. If you watch that video, that's funny. Actually.
Chelsea Manning.
Let's
get a photo up on there.
Chelsea.
Would you
Manning.
do her?
No.
No?
I don't know that I know what she really looks like. Is it a she or a he?
Oh, it's a guy. I think his name was Craig Manning. I don't remember what his name was.
Manning.
Would you man him? Manhandle him? Manhandle Manning.
I don't think I would. So this is a chick with a dick?
This is a guy with tits.
Guy with tits. Okay, this is a guy with tits, everybody. Yeah, I don't know. I can't really speak much on the Chelsea Manning. I would not. I might.
Holy shit!
Fuck it in the butt.
Anne Frank has a stepsister.
Really?
I thought their whole family was eliminated, but apparently there were some teens that partied with a swastika. I mean, we've all been there.
Right.
And so she met with those teens. That would be crazy.
That would be a little weird. Yes.
Yeah. Probably would have R. Kelly'd her.
I wonder if she had a diary. Yeah. I
don't know. And she looks okay for an old lady. She's an old bag.
Yeah, of course she's an old bag now.
89. Eva
years young. Wow.
So that's kind of crazy.
That is. That's very crazy. That's big news.
And how come we haven't heard about that sooner?
I don't know.
And why wasn't she hiding?
Right. Yeah, where was she? Hiding in plain sight? Who knows?
Right.
Also, what do you think about the Jeopardy guy?
Alex Trebek?
Alex Trebek, man.
It's a damn shame,
prostate cancer. I heard about this. They can't early detect prostate cancer, and that's why it's so lethal.
No, I thought you poop in a box when you send it
I'm
in.
sorry. This is pancreatic cancer.
cancer.
My bad. Not prostate. Yeah, you poop in a box. They put a finger up your butt. All that stuff. But no, pancreatic cancer they cannot early detect, and that's why it's so lethal. terrible thing, man. But he says he's going to fight. He says, I don't know if his agent is like, look, man, we got a 3-year contract left. I don't know. I feel like he might be a victim of bullying.
Elder abuse?
Yeah, it's elder abuse and bullying at the same time. It seems a little odd. He's like, dude, no, I'm finishing my contract. But either way, I wish him the best. I hope that he does live.
Yeah.
He doesn't get caught, peeing on girls and stuff. What else we got going on? Let's see.
Well, apparently North Carolina teachers who carry guns to school could get a pay raise on our new bill.
Wow, if you bring your own gun. Well, that makes sense. BYOG, right?
Well, yeah, they should reimburse you some way.
Right.
But I don't think teachers, I don't know. Teachers don't need a gun.
Teachers definitely do not need a gun.
Yeah, they should just have a cop there.
But if they do bring a gun, they should get reimbursed.
When I was going to school...
Reimbursed real time for bullets as they shoot them?
As they shoot them.
Right.
No, when I went to school, we had cops there. We had officers right after the Columbine or whatever. And we had Officer Tim and Deputy Doug.
Officer Tim, it just sounds like a fucking Blue's Clues episode.
Right? And they walked around, and they had a gun. They were in full garb. They were kind of dicks, but, what cop isn't? But...
I had officers in high school. Yeah, I remember.
So, why a teacher's just going to shoot someone. It's...
all willy-nilly.
All willy-nilly. Pow. And it's all in the southern states, And it's all, the only people that support that are Trump supporters. So, and it's just ridiculous. Look, we said we weren't going to talk about Trump on the show, but Trump is a dick.
Well, yeah. He's an idiot. Speaking of Trump, Roger Stone's trending. Attorney says it did not occur to tell the judge about a new book, despite a gag order. I don't know what that exactly means. But you saw, also Manafort got sentenced 47 months. 47 months?
Well, he still has another charge to face up to. That was just on that court. He still has another sentencing
hearing. Wasn't there a recommended or like a go-by of like 14 to 20 years?
I think it was 19 to 27 or something. Okay. But he does have another hearing, I believe, next week on that. Look, I don't know what the fuck's going on with any of this.
Yeah, I don't want to get too political. The funny thing about Roger Stone, some of these pictures he looks like Colonel Sanders, some of him looks like a fucking British art dealer. I don't know. It's weird. But anyway, back to school. Did you hear about this Pahrump school worker, a janitor actually? This guy's a janitor, and he's befriending girls at the school, and maybe guys alike. I don't know. But and then he's attempting to tongue punch their fart box. He's like, hey, he's got pictures of them, which they did not, allow him to have or whatever that he got. He's got them on his phone.
Oh, that's a big dude.
Snapchat. Yeah, he's a janitor there, and he's trying to, be like, oh, hey, tell me about your problems. I hope, I'm older and this wise guy, but really he's trying to, get in their pants. Well, he got busted. They were searching for him for a day, but I think they got a hold of him yesterday. They caught him at the border. He was trying to cross the border into Mexico, this fucking guy.
Wow.
Yeah. So
unlawful use of a minor and produce... Oh, he made some porn films.
Well, I don't know. Did he make porn films? I think he had pictures of them that they did not allow. I don't know. Like, maybe he was snapping photos in school. I don't know. Did he have porn? I know that he was asking them for naked pictures. He was soliciting them on Snapchat and direct messages for naked pictures and sex. You offer this bitch $50, a nickel for some pussy. $50.
$50 for some.
He was like, "I'll start low. I'll move up."
Yeah,
he was a janitor. He probably didn't have a ton of money for.
Well, you never go in with your highest offer.
No, of course not. Yeah.
That's just good business,
right? So yeah, I think the moral of this is he's a smart businessman. I don't know.
Smart businessman. Obviously, what you want to do in these cases, if you're going to break the law, don't ask them, don't Snapchat them, just abduct them, and then kill them.
Throw them away.
Throw them away. I think that's really your best way to go about this because it always comes back on you if you don't. And this is a good rule to live by. You can't trust a bitch.
You can't trust a bitch.
Throw
her away. Body
just goes
in the trash. And this lottery winner, $273 million jackpot, the wife says, I would not take this guy back.
No chance in hell.
Because she has morals?
Morals.
So he's got 273 mil. Let's call it. It's half. Of
I thought when I first read it,
140.
I thought it said Morales, and she started dating a Mexican. So she had a man, but no, it's Morals. So.
Okay. Well, you thought it was
Funny
like
story, guys.
Right, funny story. So guy's walking around with 150 mils, and this chick wants nothing to do with him. That sounds absolutely ridiculous.
Oh yeah, I called him up and said, "Hey, I'll be your baby cake."
Yeah, exactly. I'll be your buttercup.
I'll be your baby boo.
Well, yeah. So that's ridiculous. I haven't seen a picture of the wife. I have seen a picture of the guy. I do kind of understand what she's saying, but
Oh, look, I'm looking at this story right here. Okay, it's R. Kelly's former attorney says R. Kelly is guilty as hell.
wow.
When I look at the picture, and we'll put it up there, he looks like he's fucked a couple 12-year-olds too. You know, he definitely has given them some loving.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean, look at him.
Did you see this? Corey Feldman is clarifying his statements about Michael Jackson, saying at this point that he cannot, in good conscience, defend Michael Jackson any longer. Weren't they buddies back in the day?
They're buddies, and he's not saying that he's not admitting that he was abused, which I believe because he is a little crybaby and has been, talking about Hollywood and how it's crap and how he was raped and all that stuff. But he now is not going to defend Jackson anymore. He still says, I've never been, tongue punched in the fart box by Michael Jackson. But
that's too bad,
he doesn't condone the behavior, I guess.
Gotcha. Why does Corey Feldman look like Charlie Sheen?
He does kind of look like Charlie Sheen. He hella looks like Charlie Sheen.
Right?
Like when he's wearing that fedora hat.
Right.
What do you guys think?
What do you guys think? Does he look like Charlie Sheen?
I mean, look at that fedora. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's weird.
It's weird that I've never noticed that before, and then he looks so fucking much like him, That's the weird thing. Did you hear about the Utah teacher who forced the kid to wipe off his ash for Ash Wednesday? Obviously, this was in Utah, and I'm sure she was Mormon. And she was like, wipe that shit off your head, boy.
Wipe that ash off your face.